we're going to make paper pumpkins today. Something like these ones here. They're nice. They hang and they move slightly as well. Yeah, they'd look lovely in a window. Yeah, or hanging. If you have a little hook in the ceiling, would be great. You're going to need some orange paper, card paper, some green crepe paper, scissors, stapler, glue stick, and some thin wire. Or you could use thread either, but we're going to use wire today. Oh, and a pencil is in there as well. Yeah. Okay, so for the sake of time, I have pre-cut 9 strips of 1 inch with the length of the actual paper that I started with. So these are all 1 inch, and I have 9 altogether. This is a single one that's going in the middle. You've got some there that's pre-cut.
I have.
Okay. To measure these now, the first 2, there's 2 in there, are going to stay the length they are. The second 2 are going to be 1 inch shorter. So as this is 1 inch wide, we'll use it as a measuring tape. So just put it down there at the bottom. Yeah, thank you. And draw a line there. Now, I'm going to line up the second one beside the first one. Use this again, and I know where that mark is, so I'll just move up another inch. Draw a line. Same with the third one. So they're all 1 inch shorter than the others. Draw a line. And this one that I have in my hand also needs to be cut, so I'll just borrow one from over here. Line it up. And go 1 inch shorter again. Now, in there. Now I'm going to need to cut these. Start with a single one. Just cut that bit off. Put these 2 together. Make sure they're lined up. Good. These 2. Line them up properly. Cut. And one more. Line them up and cut 1 inch off it. Now, as you can see, they're all graduating large to small. So what we're going to do next is assemble them. So you start with the smallest piece. That's the one that's going in the middle. As you can see there, that's the straight piece. And then you get the next size, slightly bigger, and put one each side of the middle one. That, and you keep going. Go to the next one that side, one the other side. Next again. So they're gradually getting longer and longer. Now, you need to line them up on one side. This is quite important that you get them all lined up properly. I'm going to put 2 staples in this just to be sure which holds. So 1, 2.
And I do
You do the
same.
Now for the next bit, this is a tricky bit. You find the middle, find the short one in the centre. I'm going to do one side at a time because sometimes they can slip. What you do, get your centre one, and bring the next one in line with it. And then the next one again, in line, and again, and again. As you see, it's creating a nice pattern there. And because it's quite hard to hold the whole lot together, I'm going to staple these before I do the other side.
It's a bit difficult to hold them together.
Yeah, it is. And now I can go on the other side without the risk of the first side slipping. You do the same thing again. Just bring them in line with each other. And another staple. That's it. Now that's your basic shape. I have some green crepe paper here, and I've cut out just a little piece first, just for the top. So I'll put a little bit of glue stick on that, a little bit of glue.
do the same here. Just hold it
Just
in
to
place.
cover the top and make it look nice. You could do the same with the bottom if you didn't want the staples to show, and just fold it over. Just a bit more glue there. Just fold that over. So there's your top bit. Now we're going to put some leaves on it. We're going to wire our leaves because it does give it a nice effect. If you don't have any wire, you could use a little dab of glue on your leaves. There's a leaf there that we cut earlier on. Sheila's going to wire them now in a minute. Pumpkin leaf, it usually has 5 little protruding bits like a star shape.
Yes.
Yeah. You could just put a dab of glue at the back of it and stick it on in different places. But we'll wire ours. So when you're doing that, I'm going to just cut some more for this one. So I have move that to one side.
I'm just
There's
bending up
3
a
layers.
little bit of wire there, Maria, just to hold it in place.
Yeah, you put the wire in and then back out, and just for the very first one, just bend the wire at the end so that it doesn't come off again. I'm going to cut 3 layers together here, freehand. So we'll see how this works out. You could obviously draw yours if you wanted to. So that's 1, 2. Bit of a stem. Over there.
Now
How are you going? You're doing great.
Grand. I'm just going to wrap this wire.
There's my little pieces of
Perfect.
crack paper. No, very well cut. You have to
They're
be more
lovely,
cautious
they're
than I was. You might find this a little bit difficult to handle because when you're putting the wire through, because it does tend to break. You have to be very, very careful. Tissue paper would work, but that's even more brittle. You could use felt or green fabric,
stronger,
and you could put it on a piece of thread if you wanted to just stitch it on. The possibilities are endless. So Sheila's is kind of finished. Here's one we did earlier on.
With leaves and all.
Yeah, it's lovely. And to hang these then, just a little piece of cotton thread, just push it through and up and hang it out wherever you want to do it. So paper pumpkins.